Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot. So I want to start to post more frequently, but it won't happen for the next couple of weeks probably. It's just been busy with my schedule, but I do hope that in a couple weeks I'll be able to post a bit more frequently and get the personal readings out to you guys sooner. So let's cross our fingers for that one. So today's topic is, what struggle or challenge will you overcome next? And what will be the results? So I'm going to try to zero in on one particular struggle or challenge just to get the energies for the strongest situation right now. See which one you're going to overcome next, and then get all of the energies surrounding the situation, especially for the future, as well as, of course, guidance. So this is a general reading. It might not resonate 100%. But if you would like a personal reading, info is in the description. The link is there. And I try to update these slots on a weekly basis versus monthly. So on Friday, I will open up more slots. Okay, so here are the 4 groups. And just go with whichever one you feel called to the most. And the selections are in the timestamps and in the description. So I'm going to show you each one. Group number 1 is nephrite. I hope I'm saying that right. That's group number 1. Group number 2 is pink calcite. Group number 3 is the angel aura quartz. And group number 4 is bumblebee jasper. Okay, so take a breath, go with whichever one is calling to you the most. And again, we have here group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. And whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 1, which is nephrite. Spirit, this reading is for group 1 and whatever struggle or challenge they will overcome next, and what will be the results. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 1. Okay, so I'm very much drawn to the fact that the stone is this beautiful green color. It's like a deep green, so it could be hinting at something having to do with your prosperity or maybe your healing. So let's take a look. Spirit, for group number 1, what challenge or what struggle or challenge will they overcome next, Spirit? Please and thank you, Spirit, for group 1. Okay, interesting. So to me, this looks like this is definitely an internal type of a struggle versus something you're dealing with in the outer world, like with job or other people or family or relationships. This is actually internal, which is really good news for those of you that have really been feeling like you're struggling spiritually and on your path specifically. So the wonderful thing about this energy is we have 2 powerful major arcana cards that both pretty much speak of that spiritual evolution, life path, destiny, alignment, all of that. So the very first struggle that I see you overcoming is the energy of conflict, confusion, or battles, and like superficial stuff that really doesn't have any impact on your spiritual growth at all. It's like the little things of life that seem like they're huge problems at the moment, but they actually are not, and they're not related again to the spiritual growth. So this is what's going to be clearing up for you in the near future. You're going to see very quickly, or in the like very soon, that this energy is temporary. So here with the Page of Swords, it's going to come sweeping in as this realization, as this clarity, as this just you'll be able to feel like you can think straight again, where you're not going to be constantly bombarded by all of these little thoughts, worries, overthinking, conflicts. Yes, it could actually involve conflict with other people as well for some of you. Some of you, it might have to do with just people generally in your close proximity. For some of you, if you live with family, that could be the case. Others of you, it could be friends. Maybe you've been having issues, or like, I don't know, coworkers or something like that. So some of you, that is the case, but this is going to clear up very, very soon. And what's basically the result, it's pretty clear, and it went straight to this. You're going to get right back on track to whatever it was that was your biggest goal that you know is right for you and your path. So this is really going to vary depending on, you know, who it is, but think to yourself now, what was that biggest goal that you were working on for your future, for your life path? Like, what do you feel is your destiny? What do you feel is your next biggest goal, task, or project? It doesn't have to be, you know, like this huge thing. It could be even something small, but it was whatever was the thing that you were focusing on the most or wanted to start doing. So you're going to start doing this. So this is going to be probably within a month. So I'm posting this in August. So this is a timeless reading. So I would say, I mean, in my head, I did hear September, but whenever you happen to be watching this, it's going to be about a month-ish where this should shift, okay? So let's get more detail about everything that we just talked about. Spirit, what else can you tell us? For group number 1, what struggle or challenge will they overcome next, and what will be the result? The fan randomly came on in the other room, so hold on one second. Okay, hopefully you can hear me fine, because it was going to block the sound. All right, so Spirit gave us the 7 of Pentacles in addition to the 8 of Pentacles. We have here the Emperor. Whoa, this is good. And we have the 2 of Wands and the Hierophant. Okay, so a little bit more, and the Magician at the bottom. Okay, so I feel like it's strange because although you guys can pick any group, I feel like this seems to strangely be a continuation of a lot of the other group 1 readings that I've been doing lately. And for you guys, no matter if that's true for you or not, in terms of what you chose before, you guys are coming into your power, like sincerely. I usually say that when I see the Empress card, but this is a lot of power, focus, and intense kind of energy behind it, which kind of tells me that you guys are mastering your abilities. So it could be spiritual abilities, it could be your actual 3D world talents that you have in a practical sense, and you're planting all of these seeds of your success, of your focus, and that the fruits of your labor are gonna be a thing in the near future. Like I said, you should be seeing some fruits start to bloom very, very soon, within the next couple weeks to a month, or for some of you it might take just a little bit longer, but it's still soon. Okay, so let me see what's going on with this Emperor energy. The Emperor energy makes me feel like you are your own boss. Oh my gosh. That's so cool. I love it. I love it. Either you are already establishing that. Some of you, obviously, depending on your situation, it might not be that simple from A to B. Some of you are doing that though, but for the rest of you, that is exactly the stream here that you're working towards, and it is clearing the path for the future, for this to establish itself, for this to come true. So just keep going on that same stream, keep focusing as best as you can. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect, obviously nothing really is, but this is going to happen. And again, for some of you, it's going to happen way sooner, where your situation does allow for it to be just that, exactly as you wanted it to be in that moment, that you're either your own boss in a literal sense, if you have your own business, or you're doing something on the side, like whatever it is. But in the other way, for everyone else, like if that doesn't resonate, this really is taking charge of your own life. And I'm glad I obviously thought of the obvious, that, you know, it could be that kind of boss. Some of you, it's both. So with the top cards here that I mentioned, the highly spiritual energy here, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Judgment card, spiritually and emotionally and mentally and physically, pretty much everything, you're mastering your world. You are taking control. You're taking power back over your life. So before, the wheels were kind of like skidding off of the road and just really wavering, and it was very unstable, unsteady energy. It's as if you were getting into the car and you would hit the brakes and they wouldn't work, or the tires were loose. Like, that's an image that I saw. It's just very unstable energy. But here, it's total opposite. It's solid, and you can see the imagery of the stone in both of these cards. The whatchamacallit, the throne that he's sitting on, the armor that he's wearing, the structure here, as well as the fact that you see this wand is actually secured. See? And this is going to persist into your future. This is going to be carried throughout. So you don't have to worry if it's going to keep going back and forth and wavering. Even if it does, it would be a very small degree compared to what it was before. So with the Hierophant card, this could be hinting for some of you, only for some of you, that you're going to be working with other people or collaborating or in the company of other people in some way, even if it's like whatever, virtually, depending on where you are in the world. That could be hinting at that. It could also be talking about joining. It looks kind of like you're joining an establishment. I'm like, that could be a lot of different things. Some of you it's a church, some of you it's a gym, some of you it's a school. Whatever this is, you're kind of in the company of other people that have similar visions as you do. And it's just it's a place with a lot of reverence. There's like respect for this goal, whatever it is that you guys are working on together, or you're just there, you know, you're just there in the company of others that are very supportive of you. See, what else? Spirit, is there anything else you can tell us about this struggle or this challenge? Do we need to know anything more in depth for the struggle or the challenge for group 1? Okay. Okay, so what they're saying with this, we have the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this is actually it's like a reverse message. They're not really telling us about the struggle itself, but they are telling us that this was, in a sense, creating a stalling energy. Like, it was halting the energy of your happiness and your perception of completion. So maybe... Okay, I have to get more on that one. That's an interesting message. Spirit, can you tell us more about that? What's going on with that message? All right. Yeah. So they're kind of like going around in a circle here to tell me something different than I asked. We have the Seven of Wands here and the World card. So with the Seven of Wands, this is basically a card of like struggling or... not exactly forcing, but you are striving for something, but it's becoming exhausting is what they're showing here. And with the World card, it's almost as if it's attached to the Knight of Pentacles. So it's almost as if it was keeping you in the previous chapter of your life, and it was preventing the feeling of completion, harmony, peace, or happiness and love, something like that, right? So that's the message there. Okay, Spirit, what is the guidance then, if this is the message? What is the guidance for this? For group number 1, please. Okay, yeah, well, that's pretty clear here. We have the 8 of Cups and the Page of Cups. So with the 8 of Cups, definitely, you know, I know it's probably obvious, but this is walking away energy. So they do want you to leave that in the past. There's something here with the Page of Cups that I really feel that you were hoping for. The Page's energy is a child energy. And I feel that one of the messages that they had for you in a roundabout kind of way, they're telling me that you were really hoping for something, pushing for something, wishing for something to come through, right? It probably had to do with the 10 of Cups, or whatever it was that you were wishing for. They want you to let this go. And the only reason why is because you may have had a particular expectation about something in your future, and that's not usually how it works. If we think of like, if we have an expectation that is very, very specific and detailed, it's usually an expectation. Like, we're fantasizing about something, we're kind of planning it, and that goes totally against the way that energies tend to work. So energy, you know how they say go with the flow? Whatever you were wishing for really hard and almost forcefully for some of you, it was actually countering the flow, the natural flow of how energies will go, right? So they want you to loosen that up a bit and just leave that behind. This is not to say that you have to let go of your dreams or your whatever, your visions. They're just asking you to go with the flow more and to like, yeah, to kind of like let go of that, because ironically it was creating a blockage for you. So that is an interesting hidden message there. So I'm thankful for that. Let's do one more from here. I'll get more from a different deck. Spirit, anything else for group 1? What was the struggle or challenge? Anything else that we need to know about this? Okay. So I was thinking, I was just thinking this, and I'm glad that they confirmed it. I was thinking with the 10 of Cups, another hidden message that came through is that someone may have been influencing your expectations. Someone may have been talking to you about it, feeding the expectation, building this plan for things. And I'm not trying to suggest that that's always like a bad thing. It's really not a bad thing. But like I said, it does kind of go against the way that energies naturally go. So you know how they, like when they say go with the flow, they say go with the current, don't go against the current. So you're following the flow of the river and you're just kind of going down the stream. And let's say that Spirit wants you to, like, you know, Spirit is taking you to the right, but you're like, no, I was supposed to go to the left, I have to go to the left. But Spirit is like, well, actually, and they're just like taking you the other way. But if you're swimming against that, you're going to exhaust yourself and end up like the 7 of Wands energy. So realistically, the solution is simple, and you just have to go with the flow of where you are directed. Obviously, that's not easy if you're not used to it. But try to, like, you know, if you guys are kind of thinking about that for the first time in this way, let it kind of sit with you for, you know, for like a couple of days or weeks or whatever. And then once you start to see it in action, remember that message and say like, man, am I going against the flow right now? Am I just like fighting something? Am I turning this into that resistance energy? And just remember this card. Definitely watch this video again, if anything, in the future, to like, so that you can kind of keep kneading the energy, like kneading the dough is what I meant. So the 10 of Cups, we had clarified the King of Cups and the Moon card. So I don't know, maybe you're dealing with a water energy here. This is could be Pisces, also Cancer, Scorpio. So yeah, there could have been someone here that was, I don't know, they might have been influencing you. Again, not in a bad way per se, but they were definitely contributing to that whole thing, that whole thing that I had to get the advice for. So what I'm going to get next is the reflective tarot. These are just based off of the radiant tarot, and they're just reflective, they're shiny. I saw them and I absolutely had to buy them. I just, yeah. Okay, so Spirit, can you tell us more about what is going to end up here for group number 1? What is going to be the result of this this energy stream? What's going to happen here? Oop, okay. So we have the Page of Cups again. That's curious. And look at the shine. Okay. All right. You have the Two of Cups here. Wow, look at that. Two of Cups. Let's see here. Okay. We have the Tower. My. We have the Three of Pentacles. Did we have that before? No. And we have the King of Cups. So this energy is following you. I don't know who this is. Someone close to you. But okay. This is taking me on a detour here, group number 1. I didn't expect it to be... Okay, let me figure this out. Okay, so with the Tower coming through here, this does signify there is going to be some kind of sudden, unexpected type of a event or realization. Let's find out what. Spirit, can you clarify what the Tower is speaking of? Okay, the Chariot. Okay, all right. So it's basically just saying that, similar to what I said with the river, or whatever I said with the flow, I feel that you may be changing direction. Okay, Spirit, in what way are they going to be changing direction? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, anything else? Let's see here. Okay, we have the Judgment card, and then we have the Fool at the bottom. Okay, so this is only tricky because this is going to be very different for each of you, but some of you are going to be changing direction in a way of coming back just to yourself and being more concerned with your own prosperity and with your own self-care, and focusing on your individual path, right? So for some of you, that might mean maybe you're distancing yourself from somebody, or, you know, whatever it is. But either way, with the Judgment card, you guys are still, it's confirmed that you are going to be rising up in your spiritual awareness. You're going to be feeling like you're starting a new beginning and ending cycles of pain. So whether or not this means you're going to distance yourself from someone, if that even resonates, some of you, it doesn't. But either way, you're starting a new perspective here. What else? Let's see. Spirit, is there anything else that we need to know about these cards that came out? Can you clear the confusion, Spirit? Clear the confusion. Let's see. Ooh, almost fell. Okay, so we have the Emperor here. All right. This is a little bit curious, I have to say, because you have a Two of Cups and then you have the Three of Pentacles. So some of you, whether you were dealing with a friendship, something with family, or something with a romantic thing, I do see some kind of a third person entering the situation and kind of like, it seems that there's just some third person here that is shaking things up or creating some kind of tower energy in some way. And wow, this is really unexpected. Well, hence the Tower. Spirit, can you tell us what is the message with the Emperor and the King of Cups and the, let's see, what's the overall, what is it gonna be the result here? The result. Okay. Oh, thank God. We have the Nine of Cups. So it's all gonna be resolved in the end, especially if you have two conflicting energies. Like if you're dealing with more than one person, I feel that you're going to be safe. That was just, I was very, like, it was like the suspense was building. On your end, you are showing up here as the Queen of Pentacles with your Chariot, with your Judgment card. And what this is showing ultimately, so again, going back to the question, I always like to go back to the question to focus. The result will be that you are safe and you have stability and you have prosperity, as well as the added bonus, the cherry on top, the spiritual enlightenment or development. So in a practical sense, you're safe, you're okay, you're not impacted, affected by whoever this is that you're dealing with. Again, that's different for whoever is watching, but the outcome is very positive. So let me just get a couple more for that one. Okay, Spirit, can you tell us more for the outcome or the result for group 1 and their world, minus the other people for a moment? What will be the result for group number 1, please? For group number 1. I think that you're probably going to be releasing someone. It was a little bit concerning that I saw the 5 of Cups, but it was paired with the King of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be releasing someone or something. For some of you, it's a person. For others of you, it could have been a job or something difficult with the finances. And again, another added result on top of this, we have the 6 of Pentacles at the bottom, which shows that you are going to be receiving what was due, or the situation will be more balanced or fair, like whatever was unfair about it. Okay. So 5 of Cups here, King of Pentacles. I'm getting for you guys, man, it's like, this is difficult. There's gonna be some of you that this is not gonna resonate at all, and that's fine. But for a lot of you, there's so much interference with a masculine energy, whether that's male or female. There's someone here that is really just like, they're really pushing their way into your reading. And it might be extra forceful because for some of you, it's more than one masculine energy. So it's like, kind of, it's a little much. Okay, but again, we do see a hint of how this is going to turn out for you. Okay, this release. So with the last one, like I said, this could be a release of a job. It could be a release of financial problems or something like that. Spirit, can you give us more on the 9 of Cups and the Judgment? 9 of Cups and Judgment. Oh my, look at this. 10 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles. This is good. I mentioned in the beginning the green, and I do feel for you guys, there's a lot of messages for prosperity and abundance specifically, so there could have been a lot of struggle with that area. But here, this is gaining more wealth, gaining more independence, gaining more stability, and definitely power within yourself, especially seeing the Queen of Pentacles there. And on the bottom of the deck, I love that this is here because this is you. You've come back into your own inner realm, or you've come to your inner realm, and you're holding that lantern of illumination. This is self-illumination, spending time with the divine, with your guides, with higher level frequencies and beings, okay? And all of that stuff from the beginning, like I said, this superficial, temporary stuff will not matter anymore. So your reading definitely included a lot of different things, but that was the biggest thing, was the spiritual one and the mental part. So let's get some final guidance messages. I want to see what cards I'm going to use here. I don't know if it's me, but that's the second time that I was like kind of really super indecisive about what deck to use. If you guys struggle with that, with feeling indecisive about stuff, try to remember that that is a form of, it's basically just a form of fear. So try to let go of the fear, right? And trust yourself and trust within your guides and the divine, and feel a sense of safety when you're making these decisions, and you'll feel better. You'll just kind of go to it. There will be no overthinking it. You'll just do it, okay? All right, so I grabbed the Mystic Mondays. Let's pre-shuffle just a second here. So, Spirit, can we have some final guidance messages or Any other things to look out for group number 1, please? Anything else? What struggle, challenge will they overcome next, and what will be the result? Final guidance for group 1, please. Okay. One added thing I want to say about the Eight of Cups we saw before, which is over here. This is confirmed, okay? If you're getting a repeat, it's really, you know, they're really trying to get this message through. Some of you know what you have to walk away from. It's going to be very clear, okay? Some of you have already been thinking about this for a while, so some of you already know what you have to walk away from, and they're basically encouraging this, and they're confirming that yes, it is time, and yes, you will. Okay, with the Eight of Cups, and then, okay, you have the Moon. You have the Ten of Cups again, and then you have the Queen of Swords. Let's see what's at the bottom. The Princess of Wands. This deck has princesses. Okay, so again, you have this card repeated, and I think it's a very beautiful way to end the reading, because part of what we're looking at is the result. So group 1, you will have your Ten of Cups. It's going to look a little uncertain for a while, but just have faith. Think like the Queen of Swords, air energy here. So clear your mind of the fears, because the fears is probably what is clogging your intuition or whatever, your focus and your happiness. So come out of the Moon energy and come into the energy of the Sun, total opposite, and it's the most illuminating. So try to channel things from the space of your heart rather than the worries of the mind. Come back to spirit, you know, connect back to your spirituality, and that will help you to clear up the fear. So yes, the Moon card is like that uncertainty and that fear, but if you allow it to, the Moon naturally is gonna be put to bed, because if you just allow the day to come, the dawn to come, it will, and then you will be in the energy of the Sun. So group 1, very beautiful ending there. I'm happy for you guys, because I was like, wait, where are we going? I was definitely confused. For some of you, it was directly a relationship. It could have been an ex. That's only for some of you. But yeah, I was a bit concerned. I'm like, what is happening here? There's just all of this interference. So a final message from me, remember always to protect yourself, to ground yourself. Utilize all the tools that you can. I did put out the video a while ago called How to Protect Your Aura. You can search how to ground yourself, but grounding yourself just means, you know, connecting back, connecting to the body, connecting to nature, feeling grounded and stable and secure in your energy, in your body. So remember to always protect yourself. Okay, so I could probably keep going, but I think that's where I'll leave it for now. Group number 1, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm wishing you the best of luck on your journeys, and thank you for watching. And also you can check out my writing channel. I haven't posted in a while, but I will soon. All right, sending you blessings and love, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 2, the pink calcite. Spirit, this is for group 2 and what struggles or challenges they will overcome next and what will be the results. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 2. Okay. Spirit, for group 2, please and thank you. What struggles or challenges, or let me rephrase that, sorry. What struggle or challenge will they overcome next? I'm just trying to get the strongest energy. For group 2, what struggle or challenge will they overcome next? Okay. Oh my gosh, that is just wonderful. Oh gosh, okay. So, group 2. I'm just going to refer to group 1 just for a second to say the difference. Group 1 got kind of a spiritual mental clarity thing, but for you guys specifically, you have a mental health struggle that you're overcoming soon or next. Like that'll be the next thing. Because you have the 9 of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and what's the implications for this are really big. I'll tell you in a second. But then you have, oh my God, the Temperance and the 10 of Cups. That is just an unbelievably peaceful, beautiful, cleansing message, and I feel it's, I feel it. It's so overwhelmingly peaceful. Like, I feel like we are getting washed with this cleansing, beautiful light. It's the energy of love. It's the energy of peace. It's divine guidance. And I feel like you guys are going to do a lot of cleansing, crying. If you are one to hate crying, the type that I'm speaking of is going to cleanse you. So if, I know some of you that doesn't resonate, but if that is true for you, if you don't like expressing your emotions, crying or releasing or whatever, please think of it as that. It is a release. And I had read a while ago that tears have a chemical that is literally pain relieving. I have to check my references, but if that's true, it makes a lot of sense, okay? So I'm, oh my goodness, like this is big. This is so much healing I'm feeling right now. I'm getting the Ace of Cups image in my mind, and the Ace of Cups is like that huge golden chalice with the water just flowing all directions. That's what I'm feeling for you guys. Relief, that's what it is as well. So with the 9 of Swords, the anxiety, and for some of you the depression, or like both, the despair, or you know, whatever it is. So some of you might not identify that this is a mental health thing. Maybe you're going through a situational kind of a thing. Maybe you're grieving. Normally I don't associate that with this card. I usually say that with the 5 of Cups, but that could be the case. Maybe you just lost something or someone, whatever the situation was. When I said before about the 4 of Pentacles and the implications for the 4 of Pentacles, this energy, whatever this was, this energy, it just was, it was blocking so much from your life. It just like put everything at a standstill, or like it began to block things up and just like make the future, like you couldn't see the future anymore because of this. So I'm just like, the heaviness of that energy compared to the healing of this is so profound, and I am overwhelmed. That's why I'm having trouble even getting this out. But it's a good thing. It is a good thing, because this is showing you, and I'm in a couple of minutes, the energy that I'm channeling right now is going to be spread out and sort of like it's going to be, I don't have the word. I was thinking like maximize. I don't even think that's what I was trying to say. But you're going to know what I'm talking about. It's not going to embody, obviously, a couple of minutes. This is going to be days, weeks, or months where all of the healing will come surging towards you. And after everything that you guys have experienced with this energy, I could not be happier for you. I'm just so, it feels like this miracle, this blessing, and I'm just like, wow. It's almost as if your reading can end there. We're just like, this is so beautiful. And only in 4 cards we're seeing this. Oh my gosh, okay. I didn't do this for group 1, but for you I will. Spirit, can we please have a card for group 2? This is the Earth Magic Oracle. Can we have a card for group 2? What is the message that they need to hear? Okay. So I did get 2 for you instead because I just felt called to. So here we have crystals. Focus. Iceberg submerged. All right. So again, if you are not the type of person to want to let things out, I have to tell you that you're not going to have much of a choice. This is all meant to be. You have to let it out. So it's actually going to be easier for you if you let it come to the surface. Okay? If you try to suppress this energy or this emotion or whatever thoughts, it's gonna only prolong this. So just keep it in mind. I'm not even necessarily telling you what to do. I'm just telling you that it would benefit you and ultimately heal you if you let it come to the surface. Okay? So with this iceberg card submerged, you know, there pretty much with like that whole Freudian theory of the iceberg, they're saying that all of the bulk of the iceberg is hidden beneath the surface of things, and we can only see just like the surface, the tip of the iceberg, right? Everything else is beneath the surface. So there may be a lot that will have to come to the surface, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. In fact, you know, I would probably, for a lot of you, I would definitely utilize journal writing so you can get it out. Or whatever, you can record, you can voice record, whatever you want. But ultimately, it does have to come to the surface for the purpose of release. And then this other card here, crystals, focus. This is highly psychic energy. I feel that everything that was going to come to the surface, I'm feeling it now. The Four of Pentacles, remember I said it was blocking things. Now I am seeing that it was actually blocking your psychic energy too, and your spiritual power, whatever you want to label it as. But there, look at all the purple crystals here. Maybe this is amethyst, and we have the lights here, and then in the distance it's like this beautiful scene, and the mountains rising above. Okay. So basically this shift that's coming for you, your next struggle that you'll overcome, is going to change pretty much everything. Wow. Do you see what I'm saying? I feel like your reading, everything is said right here. It's almost as if nothing more has to be said, but let's keep going anyway, just in case. Spirit, is there anything else that we need to know for group 2? Any clarifiers, any, what will be the result here maybe? Anything else we need to know for group 2? Whoa. We have the death card at the bottom. Rebirth. Okay. Oops. So, group 2, you were hiding more than I even thought. There was so much that was condensed and like jam-packed into your chakras, your energy, that you were even letting on. See? There is loss or depression or sadness or despair. There's all of the battles energy here that you're fighting over and over and over again. And what I'm seeing in these cards is that you're alone in these cards, or you're feeling alone in these cards. You're fighting these battles alone, and I just feel like in the recent past, or your past in general, that you often felt, or you always felt, that you had to fight these battles by yourself and nobody was at your side, and I'm very sorry for that. I'm feeling it. It's like your reading is incredibly emotional and like I said, profound. So I'm very sorry that you had to go through that. But just know that feeling alone, or like if we're alone or we feel alone, that is never the case. We are surrounded by our spirit guides, by our angels. We are connected to the divine. We're connected to the collective. Nobody is alone. That is an illusion. And I learned that myself as well over time, that this was the case. I didn't know it back then, and therefore I believed that I was alone, but that was not the case. So you even have the Hermit card over here. So this is a weird type of a paradox that always happens. I mean, it's not really even a paradox. It's just something that has to happen sometimes so that we can learn the strength to stand on our own. Because let's say if we didn't have those circumstances, you wouldn't have learned these inner illuminations and reflections and philosophies on your own. So maybe you guys are introverts. Maybe you did always kind of feel like you had to do everything on your own. Try to just think back, and as the Hermit card suggests, to reflect on that. And reflect on all, look at the lantern, reflect on all of the wisdom that you have gained over time because of those circumstances. And it has given you unbelievable power that you probably have not even acknowledged in your life. Look at the staff. He's holding the yellow staff, which is symbolic of power. But he's very humble about it, this hermit energy. He's humble about this. So he probably wouldn't even speak that. He probably wouldn't even say I'm powerful, but he is. Okay? The hermit meaning you. Okay. Anyway. So let's get a little bit more about the result. This one I just figured would be kind of just more clarifying. So we're going into the result energy over here. You're going to be moving forward very swiftly, and you're taking all of that wisdom and knowledge with you on your journey. And because of that illumination, you're going to know exactly where you're going, which is awesome. Because here in the darkness, we can't see anything. We have no idea where we're going. And over here, you're blindfolded, like we can't see. But like I said, that is all going to change. And where you're headed, we already saw, was healing and happiness. Oh my gosh, like I cannot deal with this. I cannot deal with this emotion. I mean, I can, but like, wow, it's just a lot, just like pushed into one reading, you know? So for you guys, like I said, it's going to be spread out. Don't worry. You're going to be just fine. It's just going to be way more spread out than this. Some nights, some days will be intense. But like I said, allow it to like, let it course through you, you know, because energy tends to move in circles and waves and cycles and stuff like that. So just like, if you can picture your breath, and you're like, it's the in and out flow, and obviously breathe in flow and let it, you know, breathe in, breathe out, picture the cycle, and like you can envision this healthy stream of flowing breath, flowing air energy, and allow that to guide you. Because otherwise, if you kind of like trap it, like I said, it will just prolong this. So let me see. Spirit, is there anything else? Well, actually, I'm curious about this. Where are they headed, Spirit? Knight of Swords, where are they headed? I feel like some of you are going to even literally go on some kind of a silent retreat. Obviously, that's not for everyone. But I feel like you're going to be moving away from all of this stuff and just rest. That's what I feel is for some of you. King of Cups. Okay. What's going on with there? And the Empress. Yeah, definitely replenishment for a lot of you. Here, it's balance. It's not overwhelming. It's calm, actually. So being that the King of Cups is water energy, maybe some of you are actually going to be, I don't know. I don't know if you're going on a vacation or you're just like visiting the water element, but this is going to do wonders for your spirit. So we do have some water back here, but this is really just all of the abundance energy. This is replenishment. In whatever way you personally sort of seek that out is going to come through. So some of you go to, I don't know, like get a spa thing. Some of you go into nature. Some of you maybe like therapy or something like that. Whatever it is that replenishes your soul, it's coming soon, okay? So let's get a different deck. I think for you guys, I'm gonna, let me see. I think I need something cute and happy right now, guys. So I'm gonna use this one. It's the Shadowland Tarot. It's a little creepy looking, but I kind of find it cute. It's certainly colorful. The yellow and the black on the cover, and then so we have the Four of Wands here at the bottom. Actually, I think that is a great sign. It means happiness, celebration, balance, things like that. Okay, so Spirit, is there anything else that we need to know for group 2, and what will the result be, or anything else that we need to know moving forward for group 2? What will the result be, Spirit? Okay. Let me get one more for an event. This is internal. Hold on. Spirit, is there anything that's going to happen in their outer world that might be the result of what's going on here? Outer world. Oh. Anything else? Okay, so 8 of Wands at the bottom. All right. So the first thing that they're talking about in regards to what you can expect and what will be the ultimate outcome, right? Okay, so we have first the Devil, which does not surprise me, right? So all this stuff is here, and it all kind of comes together as, if you want a mascot for what you guys went through, it's this, the Devil. And we also have the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles, which is repeated, and it kind of brings this full circle here. Okay. The result card was the Magician. And outcome-wise, like in your outer world was the 2 of Wands, okay? So the Magician card is the most, in my opinion, the most powerful card in the deck. Remember before I said that it was blocking your psychic ability too? I think I said it with this card. And the word is focus. The result of all of this stuff is that you guys will finally be, or at least starting to, harness your power of focus and manifestation, which actually means it's almost as if you are gaining the key to your power over all of this darkness. That's what I feel. Because in this particular Magician card, this little, whatever being this is, look at what's going on here. Just holding up everything. It's levitating. It's pure creation and thought and focus, like I said. Having everything that you need at your access. Look at the tools. So even mentally, they use that phrase, like, I have the tools to overcome whatever it is, right? And again, I'm noticing that you're alone, but this aloneness is like now an amazing advantage. And us as human beings, we can't do this stuff without spiritual influence. So like I said, you have really mastered, or you will really master and harness your ability and your connection to the divine. This is really exciting. So you're going to be creating something. Whether that means you're manifesting more success, happiness, stability, whatever it is. But you are going to be creating something. And that is to be determined, because I don't feel it's quite formed yet. Now, that's the way I have to phrase it, because Spirit wants you to make a decision about something. They're telling us, well, they're telling me to tell you that it is time to create that manifestation, to create that decision. The hallmark sort of feature, I guess, of the Magician is willpower, right? One of the most obvious messages of the Magician. So they want you, whenever you feel called to, they want you to make a decision. They want you to assert your willpower in your life in whatever way is aligned with your highest good or something positive. And this right here with the Two of Wands is showing the bright and positive future. And this is cool because in this version, the ghost or whatever this is holding up 2 candles. And in the other version of the Two of Wands, we don't actually see that. I don't think I'll be able to pull it out for you just at this instant. But in this particular version, they're holding up pure light, okay? And what's this in the middle there? It's sort of like an orb for the future to say that it's going to be a very, very bright, doubly bright future, okay? So that's the decision that you're going to make. And in fact, it even shows it here, 1 and 2, like there's a sequence here. So we don't know what this is yet. I don't think any of us know what this is yet, quite yet. If you do, feel free to share in the comments like what that is, but it has something to do with your bright, open, optimistic future, and it will be successful. So, wow. Let's get a final cute little message here from the Whispering Woods. I called it by the wrong name last time. So let's see. Spirit, can you provide us with one final message, please, for group 2? Whoa. Come back. Your message here. Oh my gosh, come on now. That's amazing. Your message is the night. It says, find comfort in the night where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. So, geez, I can't with... So they're saying, you know, after all of that darkness that you went through, like, to find the light in all of the darkness, and that it is there, even in the darkest days, that the stars are there, oh my gosh, I cannot, that you still can find light in any darkness, no matter what it is. You just have to look. Whoa, it's like a movie. It's like a movie. I'm fanning myself. You guys are great. Group number 2, you guys are wonderful. And I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sending you all so much love, and I look forward to hearing how your journey goes. Feel free to definitely let us know in the comments, even if you're not typically one to comment, and say, you know, put in the comment group number 2. I'd love to hear your stories, okay? Thank you again, and I hope to see you next time, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 3, which is the Angel Aura Quartz. Okay, Spirit, this is for group 3, and what struggle or challenge they will overcome next, and what will be the results. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 3. Okay, so let's jump right in. Spirit, for group 3, please. What struggle or challenge will they overcome next? Please and thank you for group 3. Oops, it's a big one. We have the Wheel of Fortune. What struggle or challenge will they overcome next? Group 3, Spirit. Okay. Kind of a quiet start, but I feel like that is definitely purposeful. So, Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Pentacles, and Temperance. Okay, what I'm about to tell you, group number 3, is so big that I started laughing. My God. So, I don't know if you guys were also drawn to group number 2, but it is a little bit of a similar message, and even some of the similar cards. Yeah, definitely the similar cards. And this one at the bottom. Okay. Group 3, the next struggle or challenge that you will overcome is literally unblocking the thing that was in the way of your destiny. That's ridiculous, okay? That is so powerful. Like, whew. It's like, I got this image of the roof blowing off of the top of a house. Like, wow. I can't even, I'm just processing that power right there. The first card you got was the card of destiny and life path. So this tells me that whatever you guys were working on or sort of building or envisioning for yourself, for your destiny and your life path, has to be huge, okay? And even if that doesn't resonate per se, like if you don't feel that you have like this gigantic thing, I mean, hey, don't limit yourself, but whatever you considered to be your destiny, whatever you considered to be the next part of your life path, this blockage is going to heal or be removed, whatever, way you want to phrase that. So let me get some clarity here. This is just, Spirit, can you tell us more about the Wheel of Fortune? Or can you please clarify, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Can you tell us more for group 3? It felt kind of like saving the world energy for some of you. Okay, obviously that's not going to resonate for all of you, but it felt so big, wow. Okay. So we have here some clarifying cards. We have the 4 of Wands, the Hermit, the 7 of Swords, and the Death and the 7 of Cups. Okay, so this is kind of melding into one of my last readings that had to do with what is written in your destiny, or I can't remember anymore. Like there was a whole bunch that had to do with this. It's looking like your destiny, or your path, your desire, your goal, whatever you want to call it, had to do a lot with enlightening people, with enlightening others, with bringing about the energy of peace and celebration and community or something like that. But this is an incredibly high vibration. This is involving a lot of people. And again, depending on what resonates, it could be a lot of people, meaning like 10 people, or for some of you, it's way more. But whatever the case is, you were bringing illumination, especially to what was in illusion. So this could mean that you're influencers, teachers, mentors, advocates. I don't know, like you just seem like some kind of wise sage teacher here. And then over here with the Death card and the 7 of Cups, it's this rebirth energy that you were meant to go through. You were meant to go through all of this so that all of the opportunities will be presented now. So it's kind of like before, if you didn't feel even one path to get to where you needed to go, you're going to have 7 now, or you're going to have options. So the fog is clearing away here. I feel that you were carrying this vision or this path with you from way longer than just this lifetime. I feel like this was in your ancestry line, your past life, whatever. Maybe you also got that message in my other reading about past lives. Maybe you did there. but you are determined. You are just looking at the goal, the path, and you're charging forward without hesitation. So it's so much determination here. This could be hinting at what's the word, like basically I can't think of the word, but it's basically the wealth or success that you will, oh my God, single-handedly build. What this is huge. If you guys are not resonating with this at all, it honestly might not be the right group for you, but this is what I'm getting from you guys. Like, you don't just do things in small ways. Like, it's either you go big or go home, which again, the roof kind of blowing off of the house, like, this is either a big idea or it's a big plan that will impact a lot of people's lives. And that's what I was saying. That's why I could barely contain the energy in the beginning with these 3 cards, because to see the blockage finally getting out of the way, removing itself from such a force, it like almost hit me. That's how powerful it was. Weirdly though, at the same time, it's peaceful. Whatever you're working on is peaceful and healing. And for some of you, it might actually be healing. Whatever it is that you were doing or working on, your influence or your impact will be healing to a lot of people. Spirit, can we have more, please, for group number 3? What else do we need to know here about this, especially about the struggle and the challenge that they'll overcome? Okay. So some of you didn't know where to go. Some of you were blocked because of some kind of subconscious pains or wounds from the past. Okay. That was what was going on here with the Wheel of Fortune. That was causing some of the blockage. And others of you, it was just simply stagnant for some reason. And it could have been this. It could have absolutely been the 3 of Swords, which is like a lot of pain. Spirit, can you tell us just a little bit more about what caused this? Well, it certainly wasn't a problem in your passion. You have all the passion in the world for whatever it is you're building and working on. But there was something I feel that you were not moving on from for a very long time. It was something within your emotions. Yeah, I just think that it was something from the past that harmed you a lot. That's probably what it was. And what else? The Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. It caused so much stagnation, stuckness, frustration, even anger for some of you. And that's not who you are at all. I mean, it's not who you were meant to be, at least. We have here the Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, not all of you, it was a physical limitation. But the fact that it's paired with the Temperance card is just, wow. Okay, the card of healing. Others of you, it could have been something else within the physical realm. Spirit, can you tell us more about the Wheel of Fortune? Okay. It just caused so much despair, sadness, grief, depression, whatever, because of that. And of course, that's what it would cause, right? If there you are on your journey, on your path to doing all of these wonderful things that would impact so many people, and then all of a sudden you are met with this giant boulder that is blocking you and you can't move forward, but you can still kind of see the future, but you can't quite get around this thing, of course it would cause that, and it sucks. Or it sucked, because this is clearing up. Spirit, can we know any other important messages, any other clarifiers for the cards that we have so far? For group number 3. Okay. It landed right here, so I'm going to keep it there. We have we have the Four of Swords and the King of Wands. So your visions, especially for building your empire, I'm like, oh my god, that's a big word. It also told me the word like enterprising. So some of you, it might be something having to do with some kind of organization, maybe a business or company, maybe again some kind of idea, but I'm like empire, that's a great word. The Four of Swords here, it's showing that this idea is still kind of not sleeping, but it is growing. It's still fermenting, it's still being downloaded. But like I did say, the rebirth energy is right here, and all of the opportunities are going to just, they're going to blossom. Okay, so now that we've gotten enough messages there, I want to get a different deck and see a little bit more about the results of this. So let me figure out what deck I want to use. For you guys, I think I'm going to use the vice versa tarot. This was a gift from my friend. Okay. So these are really, really cool because they're actually, I guess, double-sided is the way. And so for you guys, I have to get pop-outs. I can't, because otherwise I won't be able to find them. But this is a really cool deck. Okay. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's awesome at the bottom. Look, see? It's double-sided. How cool. All right, so Spirit, can you please tell us some specific messages for group 3 and what will be the result of this energy stream we're tapping into? What will be the result here for them? Okay, so we have here the King of Cups. What else? Let's see. That's another king you have. Actually, you have 3 of them. And then over here you have the... Oh, you have the Lover's card. What else, Spirit? For group number 3, what will be the result of all of this? Please and thank you for group number 3. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, so you have the Ace of Pentacles. See, it did come out. It did actually pop out, which is huge because I did say before, you're building... Whatever it is you're building here, I mentioned a couple of words that it could be. This is the result. So depending on how long it takes for whatever it is you're building, that's the message that's going to differ. But it's either going to, you're either going to have that success, that prosperity, or the start of whatever it was you were building, or you're taking all of the steps to start that journey and it will consistently grow. So Ace of Pentacles is your pentacles, it could be career, it could be finances, wealth, the ideas that bring you to that, or anything physical that you hold in your hand, all of this abundance energy. And what's really cool about this is that it's almost as if you're doing this effortlessly, which tells me that you're not putting the pressure on yourself to create something, but you're channeling the divine energies as the conduit that you are, and you're accepting help from Spirit. You're accepting help from your divine beings, your spirit team, and they're the ones that are basically creating this, and you're allowing this. You have also the, oh my gosh, you have another King of Wands. That's outrageous. And then here you have the Fool. Oh my gosh, I didn't recognize him, but that is the King of Wands. That's so funny. Here's what the back looks like. So it's like this completely new dawn here. And you don't even care. Like the Fool card, he just doesn't care. Like the cup is on the floor, he's at the edge of the mountain or the cliff. He's not even carrying anything with him. He only is carrying the bare minimum without all of that burden, and he's holding the white flower. I think that's a lily, or I don't know what this is, but, and to me, that's the only thing that you need. You just need faith, and that's it. So we have that, and I think here with the, you have here the King of Cups and the Lover's card. Let me just clarify that one. Spirit, can you tell us about those 2 cards? Oh my. I'm sorry. Just give me a second here. Whew. Anything else? Okay, that's why I was laughing. That's just something that Clarifying the King of Cups and the Lover's card, you have the Ace and the Two of Cups, which is just, come on, really? It's so beautiful. Here's the other side of the Two of Cups. So if you're not familiar with tarot, the Lover's card is a bit on the nose, but the two, which is a soulmate card, or it could be, depending on your situation, whatever resonates. The Two of Cups is another soulmate card. And the Ace of Cups is the beginning of new love. That's why I was like, really, it's just so powerful. You have 3 cards in a row. And you have a King of Cups, which could be hinting at a powerful soul connection with maybe a water sign, yes. But I really just think of this as a spiritual or psychic, very emotionally sensitive person, or someone who's very sensitive to emotions and energies. Some of you are not going to resonate with that message being love, and that's fine. It is regardless, it's a powerful soul connection. It's divinely guided. It is one of support and healing, okay? But for those of you that do resonate with that, this is going to be just such a beautiful divine union here. I do not know when, but if you guys have already gone through this and you've trusted Spirit on this journey, this will come exactly at the right time. You know how it is. First message, divine timing. This is all in divine alignment. So the fact that this came through as one of the result energies for this, I think it just speaks on the fact that you were clearing blockages, especially from the space of the heart and the mind. And if anything, yes, this is what I see. If anything, this person, whoever this is, was only meant to help you on this journey, because I think I said before something about you building it just by yourself, and that for the most part honestly is true. But at a certain point you cross this threshold where you actually do need other people's feedback, input, brainstorming, resources, help in whatever way it resonates. You're going to need eventually somebody to come through here, and that's okay. You know, some of you don't want to have to partner up with people. I'm not saying you have to, but at a certain point the divine wants us to collaborate. It's like the Three of Pentacles energy, where we in the collective are meant to work with one another, because one human being cannot hold up a whole burden or a whole idea. The whole point is collaboration. That's what we're here for. It just makes things easier. It makes things possible. So let's get a final guidance message. I'm not sure which one to use. Let me see what I'm going to get for you. Oh, I know. We're going to get the Energy Oracle. Okay. Just to get some final ideas here. Spirit, can we have some final messages of truth, guidance, or advice or prediction for group number 3? So I have to comment on the fact that you guys were very direct, straight to the point, and I'm not really keeping track of the time, but I don't know if your reading is ending up as shorter than the other ones so far, but that's for a reason. Like, you guys are just from A to B. Your vision is clear, as we see here with the King of Swords. You know where you're going, or where you have wanted to go, and in the near future, it says the question was, what struggle or challenge will you overcome next? So this is going to happen very soon. So that was the whole point. You guys just, it was so focused and so productive that's why it just was like, straight to it. Okay, Spirit, final messages for group 3, please. What do we need to see? Let's get a couple more. Is this coming out? Just a couple more. For group 3, please, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, I mean, that was it. Maybe that... See? I told you, short and sweet. So your final cards. Group 3. So you have this card again. Very curious. The card of Deceit. I feel, just intuitively, because it didn't really land anywhere, I feel that for you guys, you truth seekers, or again, like deep thinkers, philosophers, I feel that it is of great importance to you guys, or it will be, to remove the deception, the illusion, or the untruths of this world. And that is a great service that you're doing for the collective. Because symbolically, that's a lot of darkness. That's a lot of shadow, and it could even be straight up lies that you're clearing away. You're clearing this away because of your work that you're doing. And look at this. You have the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Is that how you say her name? So the 7th chakra being the most psychic of the centers, the crown chakra, right? This is of such importance in the whole grand scheme of things. Because if you are, that's why I said to you that this is huge. If you're clearing away darkness from the whole game, like from the whole world, that is crazy. And only that is not something that everyone can achieve, because that's not an easy task. So I'm trying to think of examples, and I guess I can only think of people who did teachings of some kind, or again, people who are influencers, speakers, again, mentors, or anyone at all that speaks truth. They reveal things. That's maybe in a psychological sense or a spiritual sense. This can even be true of the other side of things, like in a sense of analytics or numbers or technology. That can also be true of that realm. Whatever world you guys fall into, you're spreading light. So you're a light worker. You're a light worker, okay? Gosh, this is huge energy here. So the final card that you have here, perfect, because we just talked about different ways of thinking, is adjacent possibilities. So to say that you think outside the box would be a huge understatement. You guys literally find the door in the floor in this card, okay? You think of solutions and possibilities that no one else ever would have thought of. Everyone else is like going out they're doing the same things, they're trying things, maybe they're a little bit of a higher perspective, but you just come out of nowhere and you find the one possibility that no one else saw before. That is just incredible energy right there. So thank you for your service to the collective, Group 3. You're obviously doing something very important. Okay, feel free to let us know what that might be. If you don't want to, obviously it might be like your baby you're kind of building here, you're creating here. But wow, okay. I don't know much about the term light worker, but it's pretty much, I guess from what it sounds like, it's people who are meant to spread light into the world, and light takes all forms. So knowledge, love, healing, wisdom, compassion, any of these things. That's what you guys are here to do. So again, whether it's big or small, the impact is still going to be great, okay? So thank you guys for that again, and I wish you the very best of luck on your journeys. Sending you love, sending you hugs, and I will see you hopefully next time, okay? Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 4, which is the bumblebee jasper. So let's get right into reading. Spirit, this is for group 4, and what struggle or challenge will they will overcome next? And what will be the results? Okay. Spirit, for group number 4, please, what struggle or challenge will they overcome next? Please and thank you, Spirit, for group 4. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so group 4, this is interesting. All of the groups in some way, in a small way in the beginning especially, they seemed to connect with one another. And you got the same card that group 3 started with. Your energy is different, but that's interesting to me. So you have the Wheel of Fortune as your starting card, followed by the Knight of Wands. So you also have Page of Cups. I think this was probably last. Oh my, you have the Seven of Pentacles. I can't stop looking at this. This is a card of victory and success, so we're going to get into those messages. Let's see here. And then you also have the Two of Swords. Okay, so I'm getting a mix for you guys in group 4. Definitely a mix of energy here. It feels, on one hand, you are so certain of your destiny and your path moving forward. You're very passionate about it. But then on the other hand, you're very uncertain or indecisive, or maybe not feeling so encouraged. What's the word? Just doubtful, insecure or doubtful of yourself and where it might lead. So over here, it's kind of like you're nervous about what the seeds are going to produce in your garden, so to speak. Page of Cups here as well. I feel like there's a lack of guidance too. So maybe you guys would feel or would have felt differently about your goal or your path, your whatever this is that you're moving towards. You would have felt differently maybe if you had some support, or like that person to reach out to, or like something like that. It feels as though you didn't have that guidance or that direction in a physical sense. Like there's someone, I feel like in the physical 3D realm. I'm not talking about spiritual, because we always have that guidance, but here it kind of just looks like you're reaching out for someone. I don't know what this is. I'll get clarity, but anyway. So weirdly, this didn't answer the question. It actually showed us what the struggle was. So I appreciate that clarity. So let's get more here. Okay, Spirit, can you tell us more about this? What struggle or challenge will they overcome next? Ah, good. For group 4, please, Spirit. And what will be the result? Okay, let's pause there. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at that. So the cards that you got, you have here the High Priestess. Okay, so kind of just going one at a time for a moment. With the High Priestess card, you're going to really embrace, or for some of you even master, your intuition. This is good. This is big, actually, because this means that you will no longer feel indecisive. That's wonderful. So that's the challenge for this portion of you guys. This is how you're going to overcome it, because you're going to be able to finally trust to really have confidence within your intuition. And that is definitely not easy, especially if you tend to live in your head. But the struggle and the challenge specifically was that the indecision, the insecurity feeling that led you to completely fall, like kind of derail or become astray on your path. So it's not only the indecision or the inability to use your intuition. It's more of what it affected. And it was affecting your life path. It was affecting really, really important things within your destiny or your path in general, your goals, your motivation. It was affecting all of that. So whatever words you like to use, some people like the word destiny, other people don't. But this was interfering with your path and your direction. So that's the challenge. That's the struggle that you will overcome. But I'm seeing that there's more to the story here. Okay, so group 4. Oh my goodness. So we're confirmed up here. We have the Chariot. We have the 8 of Cups. See? So you're moving forward. You're walking away from this energy that didn't serve you. You're definitely walking away from that. I feel that this is an internal thing that was really creating the biggest challenge, the biggest upset, disappointment, letdown, whatever in your life. But again, like I said, there's a lot going on here. There's layers here. It just keeps coming in these tides that it's like showing me something new each time. So the cards down here, we have 8 of Swords, 4 and 5 of Pentacles. Okay, lots of inner struggle here. I just felt called to cut the deck, and I randomly landed to the Sun. And then we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom. So it is very clear to me that you have the vision for this. You have the vision for your happiness, for your passion, and even for the path and where to go. But for some reason, it's not like, I'm really feeling a sense of confusion. Like I myself right now am confused. It's like, oh my goodness, like what are... Okay, wait, it's coming. The vision, hold on, here it is, I see it. They're showing me a vision of a bunch of puzzle pieces. It looks like they're falling from the sky, and the 2 pieces that are right in front of you do not fit. But maybe you thought that it should. It just doesn't fit. It's not like locking into place. Whoa. Okay. So something in your life that's what caused this. That's what caused this sort of like derailment, because in a sense you were correct. Oh my gosh. There it is. You were trying to maybe force something, or you were planting all of these seeds and you had a feeling, you're like, this doesn't feel right. And in fact, you were correct. I feel like this was past energy and you already know that this is the case. I'm not necessarily talking about what you're planting right now. I feel like this is something that you already know, that you already saw for yourself. I was trying this and it wasn't working. So whether this was something with a job, something with your home situation, maybe a relationship, maybe just overall a way of being, or even within yourself and your identity, there was something that just didn't quite fit, and now you know. That's what I feel. I feel like now you know, and it's kind of like the wheel is getting recalibrated here and realigned, and that's why you're moving on, because of that. And again, the reason why you realized this was because you felt it within your intuition. The whole time you had the intuition, the inner gut feeling that this was the case. But in this, it shifted, okay? So down here, we have some energies, again, kind of like fading into the past. The energy of feeling trapped, stuck, restricted, unable to see that intuitive answer there. And this, you know, feeling just completely lost on your path and stuck on the path. All of this is either changing now or it will be very soon. And again, that's the struggle you're overcoming. Spirit, can we have just a bit more here? Any other clarity for group 4? For group 4, what is our message? Oh my. We have the Lover's card. Let's see what else. I need a little bit more than that. There's a lot of pressure here. What is this pressure? All of a sudden, I got hit with this, like, okay, it very strange, but it felt like a fuzzy wall, like, it kind of felt like literally felt, you know, that craft thing that people use. It felt like muffled and cottony, and I can't, like, I'm suffocated. What the heck? What on earth? Gosh, Spirit, can you tell us what was going on there? Oh my gosh, like some of you are completely rushing to get out of that, some kind of a situation that didn't serve you. Some of you, it was a previous relationship or whatever. Or it's the opposite for the rest of you. Some of you were racing to get to the opposite, to where you do belong or with whom you belong. Oh my God, my head is like spinning right now. The Four of Swords, yeah. It's almost as if you're waking up to something, or someone is waking up to something. There's like this really powerful energy here. Someone, whether it's you or, for if it resonates, someone near you, rather someone who's connected to you, is waking up. My God. Okay, you guys, like, I just get this from group 4 a lot. You know, that's why I'm laughing, just in case it's your first time here and you're wondering why I'm laughing. I always get the most interesting messages for whatever reason with the group 4 energy stream, just on average if you happen to pick group 4. Whew. Someone's waking up here, whether it's you or another person. Someone is becoming illuminated, enlightened, and as a result of this, I feel a surge of energy hitting me. It's like rushing towards me, like a wave, or not a tsunami, but weirdly the word monsoon, I don't know, it came to my mind. But someone is waking up, like I said, illumination, and this is happening soon. Monsoon, ha, oh boy. Okay, so let's get some more. Do we need more from this deck, Spirit, or do we need a new deck? We need a new deck. So they're gonna tell me to get the, I wanted to get the reflective tarot for you, but they told me to get this one, so I'll get this one. This is interesting. It's not even really heavy, but it is a lot of energy. It's very intense. Maybe you guys are, in general, intense kind of people, or, again, possibly whoever you might be connected to. If that message is not resonating, that you are connected to someone, yes, it could be just your own energy, your own two halves of yourself. That could be a possibility as well. Okay, Spirit, in any area of this spread, can we have some clarity, please? Please and thank you for group 4. What do we need to know? For what struggle or challenge will they overcome next, and what will be the result? Whoa. Okay, group 4. Sorry, I love you guys, but I'm just like, the intensity is just like outrageous sometimes. I love this energy. It just makes me overwhelmed with all of this. It's just a ridiculous amount of passion. I'm sure some of you are tired of hearing me say this, but I feel that a lot of you are dealing with a twin flame connection, okay? Basically, well, a twin flame or a soulmate connection, an obviously powerful soulmate connection. Some of you, yes, there either is or was darkness and shadow attached to this connection, but the way that I see this morphing over time is only positive. So again, take what resonates. If you don't feel that it's positive, you don't have to try to change the connection, right? I'm just like, wow, I cannot believe that's probably why they wanted me to get this this deck for you guys, because it perfectly matches in the artwork and the energy. It's just like a cute pocket version. Anyway, your other cards were the World and the Star, okay? So the amount of fulfillment, the wish fulfillment and emotional and spiritual fulfillment is huge from this connection, okay? So if it's, again, not resonating that it's a soulmate or a twin flame, this could be a friendship connection, or it could be, again, it could be a connection with your own soul, maybe your higher self, something like that, okay? But either way, there's huge wish fulfillment, celestial energy coming through here, that it's like, the word was either vibrating or reverberating, like it's just buzzing, okay? So it makes sense, because this type of illumination is really high frequency. Spirit, is there, how can we understand this in terms of what the results will be? Are there any other things in a practical sense that will happen here as a result? Oh my gosh, the Six of Cups. Yeah, I mean, as in a practical sense, group 4, I feel like this is reunion or union energy, depending on your situation. The psychic stream is becoming like 10 times more powerful. So again, like, it's different whoever is watching, who this connection will be with. But either way, the psychic energy and connection is going to be amplified, exponentially amplified. And like I said, the result will be either reunion with another soul on the earthly plane, or will be a sort of like a unifying energy. So either way, the image is the same thing. The two souls are coming together, or the two halves of your own soul are coming together into this harmony that is like this beautiful harmony that is like the vibration of angels. It's a holy union, which is like, whew, this is just crazy. So on the bottom of the deck, oh my goodness. So on the bottom of the deck, we do have this deception and heartache, heartbreak energy, this painful energy. But beneath that, we have the Four of Wands and the Six of Wands. Wow. So this is celebration, harmony, and yes, it could be as well a twin flame card. Okay, let's get now I'm going to get a different deck to get a little bit more clarity. But I don't know which one to use. Weirdly, they don't want me to use these cards, but I will show you them. This is called the Reflective Tarot. It's just mirroring the Radiant Tarot, the pocket version. But yeah, I don't know what tarot cards to use. Maybe they don't want me to use the tarot cards. So instead, I'm going to probably use something else. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use something else. These are oracle cards. The Wisdom of the Oracle. Spirit, let's have some wisdom here. I never do this, but I am going to cut the cards to draw them for you in a different way than I normally do. Let me just shuffle one more time. Okay, so Spirit, for group 4, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know, Spirit? Can you guide us here? Okay. Sorry if it's loud. Okay. This is cute. On the bottom of the deck, you have milk and honey. So basically, really, really good things are coming towards you. So what I'm seeing from these three cards, it makes a lot of sense to me, and it's it's fitting with the initial energy that we saw. So I'm just reading these intuitively for now. You have poised, fork in the road, and here and now. Okay, so either you or, again, someone that may be connected to you is, and I feel like this is a message that has continued from the last reading, someone is suspended in time. They're kind of floating and poised in the air, and they're not quite moving. And here and now is actually here and now. And this egg and this door is like floating in midair. Okay? And I do feel that this fork in the road energy is going to resonate for you. And like I mentioned, this, whoever this happens to be, this Six of Cups energy, Lover's energy, fork in the road. So you're at a crossroad right now, you and another person, again, if that resonates. So this means a decision has to be made or action has to be taken. Kind of the same thing, right? But specifically action. So on you guys' end, remember before, oh, well, we're coming full circle here. That's where we started. The indecision or the insecurity or like whatever, okay? So the next thing for you, the next challenge, the next struggle, in addition to what we already talked about, that you guys will overcome, you're going to know the answers with certainty. And that's actually why I cut the deck like that. So there's a little bit of a sidebar there. Some of you may not know why I shuffle the way that I shuffle. You may see some readers, they'll just shuffle like this, and then they'll cut the deck, and then they'll just draw the cards on top in sequence. There's a reason I do not do that. It's because I second guess myself when I do that. So the fact that I just did it now for you guys was fitting perfectly with this energy. It's time to stop second guessing yourself and trust your instincts, trust your intuition. And I love that that fit with the shuffle, that I knew that there was a reason for that, okay? So here's the fork in the road. Here you are, poised here and now. At a certain point, you're not going to be suspended in time anymore, suspended in midair. You're going to make a decision, and you're going to go with it. Okay? So, okay. That's a huge relief. Okay. So now, as our final messages, I think I'm just going to get for you the Whispering Woods, which I had accidentally called Enchanted Woods last time. Okay, Spirit, can we please have some final guidance, final messages for group 4? I was making sure that we answered the question. I always have to answer the question, and we did, but it's not showing us anything further. So all it showed us was the either reunion or union or like completion energy. What that means for like after that point in the journey, it's there's no way to tell that right now, because everything is going to come to this point first, and it probably will bring about great change, but it's too big to look into right now, so we have to get that next time. Whew, okay. Spirit, final messages for group 4. Please and thank you for group 4. We have, yes, it does share some energy again. I think it might have been with group number 2, I don't remember, but we have here the night. Find comfort in the night, where the world switches off and stars burn bright. Such a beautiful message for you guys, though, the way I'm interpreting it, it's finding your navigation. So I'm seeing in the sky, you're looking up at the sky and you're finding the constellations. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm seeing the letter O because the constellation Orion came to my mind specifically. That could either be the letter O or the 0 of the Fool card, something with that. Oh, and I read a while ago, what was it? I read a while ago that the name Orion actually does translate into one language to the fool, or vice versa. It's kind of a interesting roundabout thing there. Anyway, it's talking about the map in the sky. So in the near future, something of a sign, remember synchronicities from the last reading, could be something having to do with the sky or the stars in the sky or a map or something like that. You may even see a sign literally in the road or your path. That happened to me one time, come to think of it. Yeah. I did receive a synchronicity with a gigantic sign in my face that I didn't expect, that directly linked to the situation or energy or person that I was like trying to figure out at the time. It was really cool. Spirit, can we have another one, please, for group 4? Okay, so you have, your final words are woods. Be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. That one is a nice message to just take a break in the woods or in nature or in the earth element or the air element. Calm your spirit, sit there, relax, and as this card is suggesting, just be here and now, because you know the answers are going to come to you and there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to worry about. Spirit has your back in ways that you will never imagine, but they're there. And all you have to do is surrender to that path. It will become clear. And finally, kindness. Take respite by a pond and be kind to yourself and others. Very simple, beautiful message there. Again, talking about rest, kindness, self-compassion, if it resonates, forgiveness, just to heal the heart, because we did see a lot of pain there. So just be with yourself, be with the space of your heart, be in the energy of love and healing and blessings and gratitude itself, especially in the time that we're in. It was a bit of a difficult transition, I feel, with the last sort of forecast energy-wise. But this is all going to calm down, okay? Okay, group 4. That's what I have for you. And I know it was a lot, very intense. And you may want to, like in general with readings, sometimes if you rewatch them weeks later, days later, months later, there's going to be a bunch of things that did click and did realign and fall into place. So maybe that's true here. I just felt the need to say that. So those are the messages I have, group 4. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you feel called to, let us know in the comments how you are doing. And also if you want to check out my writing channel, if you happen to be creative, I need to post a video. It's been a while, but just in case you're interested, it is in the description. So sending you guys blessings and light and abundance, and I hope to see you next time, okay? Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.